leaders who follow the rules, and then there are those who redefine the entire game. This afternoon, we are privileged to introduce one such trailblazer. Dr. Njoroge Mwongela is the Chief Customer Experience Officer at Nabo Capital, where she's not only driving client engagement, she's transforming the very systems behind it. With over 16 years of impact across investment management, legal, and financial services, she has not only raised over $500 million across international portfolios, but she's also raised the bar on what it means to lead with purpose, precision, and people-first thinking. From the boardrooms of Dubai's financial center to the innovation corridors of Nabo Capital, Mercy is pioneering customer experience powered by systems, training, and fintech, creating journeys that clients remember and trust. A lawyer by training, a certified public accountant, a public secretary, and currently pursuing her MBA at Strathmore, Mercy's credentials showcase an impressive blend of intellect, ambition, and drive that makes her a formidable force in any boardroom. And beyond the numbers and the titles, Mercy is a devoted wife and a proud mother of 4 amazing children, proving that excellence is not a hat you wear or take off, but it's a life that you live. So ladies and gentlemen, here to share her brief remarks on social capital and then to welcome her CEO, Pius Mushiri Mugo, is the powerhouse who leads with intellect, the heartbeat behind the customer, a woman of warmth and wisdom, and a dear friend of PDI-TKC, Dr. Mercy Njoroge Mwongela. Karibu sana.
Version of my pitch. I was like, who is that? Good afternoon. God bless you. And it is such a blessing and a privilege to be in this green room. You're all looking amazing. Have you told your neighbor that they look good? If you haven't, you are all looking, you know, in Nabo, who knows what Nabo's ethos is? There are 3 words. You know, our CEO is here. And I love to promise people lunches. We may just book you a personal lunch with... Yes. Yeah, say that again.
My name is Moffat. It's in investing with purpose.
So standing here because I have a helicopter view. Thanks, Captain Mary, for taking us to the airs. I've seen a people with purpose. I've seen leadership with purpose. Coach Irene, thank you. And well done. Let's give a hearty clap to Coach Irene. To put 10 people on a table is work enough. To fill a room with people who are themed, excited to be there, traveled from Dubai, not just Moffat, there's also Njoki, right? I don't know whether she's still there. Do we have anyone else from the diaspora? From both. So, oh, wow. Is this the lady we can't pronounce her name? Kai. Wow. Wow. Welcome to Nairobi. Wow. And arrived at 3 a.m. Okay. I was meant to talk about social capital. I think that is it. I can sit down, right? Social capital is right here in this room. Social capital is the ability to influence people, to cause people to trust you, to cause people to buy into your goodwill. It is the ability to call on to people last minute and they'll show up for you. I don't know, I'm sure most of us have those phone calls that we receive from a particular number. It could be a cousin, a friend, and you just know how this is going to end. Sindio, okay, after you found out how I'm doing, how much do you want me to send you? Is that social capital? That's black tax and abuse, because there are people who are lynching onto your goodwill. But social capital is the ability to get people to do for you much more than they should ideally do. Social capital is your name being mentioned on social media. Coach Irene is always tagging Nabo. By the way, we don't pay her. I know she keeps saying that. But for the avoidance of doubt, because I'm the one who works at Nabo, and Pius is here, he can confirm, we do not pay Coach Irene. Now that is social capital at work. Social capital is when your name speaks for you. And the good book says that God has magnified. What has he magnified? His word above his name. Social capital is about integrity. Saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And we build that over time. We build that. It's about reliability. It's about being trusted. If I recommend you to Captain Mary to supply her, or to, you just say, you know what, I just need an opportunity to clean planes. And you go. First, you don't even show up. You don't even have the right equipment. Umeenda hapo na mop. How do you clean an aeroplane with a mop? You've not done your due diligence. But social capital, what am I saying? Social capital is about being prepared for the opportunity that is to meet you. We all have goals and visions. We've done a lot of goal setting, vision boarding. Now, social capital is when you say, I know someone in this room who could mentor me or connect me. But then, because I have these big dreams, I also have to invest in myself and get ready. So you apply yourself and you get yourself ready for that opportunity. Social capital is when people are talking about an opportunity. We need a board of director. We need to form a PDI, board of directors, TKC. Nabo is looking for people who can speak about their experience. It's about the fact that you can be trusted. Coach Irene can say, actually, we can get a testimonial from this person. But aside from that, because we all know what social capital is, and we're here because of social capital, TKC, LLP. Thank you very much, Captain Mary, for elevating and challenging us. And I very much agree. In my days in Dubai, our chairman will come from lunch and come to our CEO and say, send $2 million to this person. And my CEO will be like, okay, but we need to do due diligence. He says, fine, you do due diligence, but send the money. Yeah? And it is written on a napkin. First, do you realize, I'm not talking about 2K, and it's not 2 million, Bob, it's dollars. Now that is social capital. And he says, I know this person. I can trust them. I know their grandmother. Their grandmother and my grandmother come from way back. So they've got a legacy of trust. They have a legacy of relationship building. Nobody is taking advantage of anyone. So social capital can never be one-sided, that this bee is just giving us honey and we are milking it, but we are not planting flowers to enable the bee to continue to give us honey. So social capital is about giving. And the good book tells us, give and it shall be given unto you. What? Who are you giving? You give and it shall be? A what? What has that measure been done? Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. No, I think it's angels. I think it's angels. It is men. Thank you. So social capital is about how you show up, and you're never showing up from a place of expectation. When we have a relationship and your relationship is from a place of how much value I can get from Pius, we've started off wrongly. Yeah? It's about how I can impact, how much I can impact PDI as Nabo. And this vehicle that we set up in January of 2024, launched it last year. Oh, it was such a memorable, amazing launch last year. And this year it has gone a notch higher. I thought, Pius and I had the opportunity to come to Safari Park. We were wowed. Last year we said, this year, next year, Captain Mary, tengeneza ma planes, Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Yeah. So TKC LLP, and I was like, I think I don't even need to speak after Captain Mary, because she's articulated it beautifully well. TKC LLP is our vehicle to let those opportunities meet preparedness, because that is what social capital is all about. And it's about the power of the collective. It's not about me, myself, and I. It's about the power of the collective, the power of us honking together and saying, I have 1 million here, and I believe in this vision. And I'm not believing in this vision for now. How these Wazungus, Arabs, they invest for the future. They don't invest for now. But we must also start with now. And I'm glad that a lot of us have money market funds, yeah? That's your emergency fund. But now TKC LLP is that vehicle that we're going to come in and put our social capital together and say, why can we not construct a cardiological hospital and fund it? Why can we not, by the way, I know you guys are always looking for funding, but through this vehicle, come up with opportunities where we can fund some of those planes. And we are putting it, we have the right investors, we have the right mindset, but we are buying onto the long-term game. And that is what Somalis do. And I like what you said. My friend was challenging me the other day. He's of that tribe. And he said, I have a few petrol stations. He used to work for Stanbic Uganda. And he went there deliberately to learn about traditional finance. I said, okay, we are in this world. We are not, it's not a halal product, but I need to understand what these people are saying. It doesn't mean I have to agree, but let me first begin with understanding. Get wisdom, get understanding at all cost. So, please time me. I'm a storyteller. Thank you. So they have a council where you come and present your ideas. So he said, fine, I've been in Uganda and I see the next big thing that we need to invest in is petrol stations in rural Uganda. And one guy said, I know the guys of Shell. Another one said, here is some money. And he said, he's Kenyan, but positioned himself to work in a conventional bank outside of Kenya, gaining influence. So right now, he owns about 10 petrol stations in Uganda, 5 in Ukumeru. Are we going to compete with those people? When we're praying. But there's this thing that Captain Mary has said. The reason why we also don't trust each other is because we don't honor our word. I like very much what Coach Irene has done over years. PDI, 15 years. But 15 years of a legacy of building onto your word. And that's the thing that we all have control over. So as we build TKC LLP, don't ask what this platform can do for you, but ask what you can do for the platform. In that power of the collective, as you get investor education, you go and share it with your brothers and sisters. And we build together. And we build together that which can be. Amen? God bless you, and thank you very much. Thank you for being our Nabo clients. We look forward to opening some dollar accounts on Monday. Don't let your money lie idle in the bank. We have a money market fund that's dollarized, okay? Okay, thank you.